So boom, I've got your questions, mate. So I'll be answering some questions. This will be a Q&A video. It will be just me be answering questions, and that will be it. So the first question is best munch when you're stoned. It's a very good question. I'd say munch. In terms of snacks, I'd say like, oh shit, hula hoops. What else? Doritos, maybe. Like the hot chili ones, the red ones. And then in terms of sweets, I'd say like Haribo, pencils, biscuits. What kind of biscuit? Fox's Ginger Nuts, or you could just go plain digestive. Also, I like cookie dough. What else? Street waffle. Thinking on the spot, like literally, it's so difficult. Oh shit, I'm probably forgetting stuff. But in terms of like an actual like main course, I'd say pizza, spaghetti bolognese, burger and chips, steak and chips, jacket potato, salad, tuna. Along those lines as meals, my favourite meals for when I'm stoned. Drinks, I'd say mango Rubicon. What else? Fanta Twist, Ribena, Rio. Strawberry Ribena. Oh, strawberry Fanta as well. I love strawberry Fanta. But yeah, that's a bit for munch. I don't really know. Like, there's quite a few. I kind of just see what I fancy. Next question. Best trip on weed. The best trip on weed. Well, the thing is, I don't really trip. So I'd have to say, fucking, just a nice time, like a trippy time. Lemon sour diesel. I haven't had it in a while. And I'd say, there isn't necessarily a specific time. I'd just say like when I'm just here chilling, relaxing with some good weed. I'd say that's pretty trippy. Like, just nice, relaxed, stoned. But in terms of an experience, I can't really think of any experiences where I've smoked weed and then it's gotten a bit scary. Yeah, I think mainly just chilling, like just smoking and chilling and just feeling stoned basically and just relaxing. Do I watch sport? No, I do not watch sport. The only sport I like what do I like? Basketball, maybe. I've done a bit of martial arts, a bit of fencing, foil, épée, sabre, rugby, but that was when I was at school, so it don't really count. Swimming, I like swimming, but in terms of watching it on TV, then nah. I don't watch it. But yeah, the only sports I'm into is like, yeah, as I say, fencing, swimming. I like basketball. I've done a bit of running as well. Rugby in my younger years. What other sports? I fucking hate football, mate. Not necessarily got anything against the players, because a lot of people, if they don't like football, it's just the beef of the fact that they don't like players getting paid loads of money. I ain't got no beef with that. But, yeah, I'm just not really into the football. I'm not really into it. But yeah, but no, I don't watch any sport. Can I spit some bars in this Q&A? Maybe. If I have a Z. I've got one rolled. What else? What's your Snap? And you should go live more. My Snapchat is tcp.420. And yeah, my connection is really dodgy, so that's why I don't go live as often. And it's really annoying because we got like super infinity broadband, but because of the shed, like, and it stretches out, like, it just doesn't connect. Like, it does connect, but it's just slow, like, literally slow. And it works for like computers and phones and that. Like, I don't get any problems like watching videos, but like, because it's streaming, I think it needs a strong connection. So yeah, yeah, that's basically that. I have got an extender as well, but it does next to nothing. But yeah, that's that. If I'm not streaming, it's just because of my connection. But I will try and stream a lot more. And yeah, what's the worst beef I've been in? The worst beef I've been in would be when, I don't know really. I think when I was at the hostel, when I was living at a hostel. That was pretty heavy. The vibes were pretty deep. But yeah, I think the hostel, the vibes were pretty deep. The police were always there. Like, police with guns would come. I don't know, and it's just, well, sketchy. And like, yeah, I don't know. What other things? There's been loads of things. Fucking work. There's beef when I'm at work. There's fucking, I don't know, there's bare beef. There's probably many examples, but I just can't remember them. But literally. How long have I been smoking? I've been smoking for like nearly 3 years now. Yeah, nearly 3 years. My guy, will you always smoke weed? Probably. I hope so. Although life will be changing where I may not be able to smoke weed. But we'll see how it goes. Like, who knows? Like, I don't know. Like, I'd like to say yes. Like, when I'm grey and old, will I still be getting involved? I hope so. But, you know. Do a live tonight, bro. Sorry I missed that comment. I went to sleep. My sleeping's been a bit fucked up at the moment. When did you become artistic? Good question. I'd say like 2015. Like, literally I had really manic depression. Like, literally just fucking feeling shit. And yeah, I didn't smoke. Well, I did, but not as heavy as I do now. And yeah. But yeah, I started drawing just because I was depressed, basically. Just drawing all my posters and shit. But yeah, they all come from fucking depression, believe it or not. But yeah, fucking that's when I started. Any experiences with girls? Yes, I've had experiences with girls. Even though I'm anti-relationships now, I've had experiences with girls. But yeah, it's just kind of a weird one. It's not really weird, but I don't anymore. But from like past experiences, like, I had a girlfriend once, and I was with her for like 4 years, and that was just like fucking. It was a relationship, wasn't it? So it was up, down, fucking. It was a fucking roller coaster, mate. Like, literally, it was all over the place. And then fucking that broke down. And then, other than that, like, I was on Facebook. And like, when you're on Facebook, like, you got links, I guess. But other than that, like, yeah, it's kind of just like me up, chill. Things happen and things happen. And yeah. But yeah, my experiences haven't really been all that. Like, literally. But I go off Facebook because it's too much for my brain to handle. But yeah. Crazy experiences that I've faced. Shit. Crazy experiences. There's been fucking loads. Like, literally hundreds. Fucking hell. Something crazy. I think the crazy, like, something crazy that I can think of is like, when I was fucking Lenny, mate. Lenny. if you know my stories, then Lenny. Literally, there was a guy called Lenny when I was living at the hostel, and he snitched on me. Like, literally. And when I say snitch, I don't mean tell tales or fucking report me to a member of staff or fucking call the police. Like, he full on snitched on me. Like, he stood up in a court of law and testified against me. Like, literally. I think that was pretty mad. Purely because, like, oh, mate, when things happen outside of a courtroom and then it goes into a courtroom, like, it's never explained as it actually happened. It's always made to be worse or less than what it was. And it's just like, So it's not really crazy, but it's just in terms of shocking. Like, it's just mad. Like, that was a mad experience. Like, and I'd looked after him so much. Like, literally looked after him so much. Like, and then he stood up in court and testified against me. Yeah. I think that was pretty mad. That was pretty mad. But yeah, I don't know. Another crazy thing that I can think of is like when I was at work and like I was at a Jason Derulo concert and he was performing and I had to walk him through the crowd from the back of the auditorium to the front of the stage. And that was crazy because there was bare people like screaming, like loads and loads of girls. Like, I was drowning in pussy, like literally. Just fucking girls, just everywhere, all screaming, fucking touching me, trying to get to him. That was pretty mad. Like, that was crazy, like full on, like mental, like what is going on? Obviously you just get on with the job at hand, but like, yeah, that was mental. That was mental. Another crazy experience was like when I was doing work with the police and I done work with the crash investigation team. I was attached to them for a week. And like the forensics collisions people, like they're forensics collisions, so they do forensic for car accidents. So any car accident where someone like dies or there's like life-changing injuries, then they'll investigate it as a death. So they'll like shut the road and they'll like pick up every scrap off the road and like measure like the gouges on the road and shit like that. And like there was a one specific case where a skip truck, or a massive truck basically with like containers and like skips and just random shit on it, had crashed. But when it crashed, like a car had pulled out in front, like the truck was coming down and a car had pulled out in front of the truck and then flipped sideways, and the truck was like so high up, like the truck didn't know that the car was in front of the truck. So the car turned in front, the truck hit the side of the car and just carried on driving down the motorway all the way down for maybe like a mile, 2 miles, and had no idea that had literally no idea that the car was in front of them. And then like how they like piece it all together, and like from like blow by blow, and like the skid marks and like angling the cars, and then they get their own cars and they drive up, I say race, but they drive up the road like really fast to like reenact the crash, and then slam on the brakes and then like skid and then like take pictures and yeah, it was mad. Like literally it was mad. But yeah, it wasn't depressing. There's loads of dead bodies, like all they ever deal with is dead bodies, like just dead bodies. Because they only go to when people die, so like that's just their job. So like to them it's just normal, like it's not a thing. Like yeah, it's sad, but like it's not a thing because that's what they deal with, like dead bodies. So yeah. But yeah, that was mental, that was crazy. But it was the way that like they explained it, like the crash, and like how they had to present it in court. Like there was like a massive thick folder like this of how they had to present it in court, and like giving like the reasons of to what caused the crash, and like if the driver was to blame, which they said, it's not they said the driver wasn't to blame, because obviously I only done the investigation part, I didn't know what the outcome was, but they were saying that it was easy for the driver to have done that because like the speed at which the driver was going, and like the amount of mirrors that the lorry driver has to look at in order to check the road around him. Like he wouldn't have done that, and there was no reason for him to have done that because there's a lot of mirrors, and like not that he was lazy, but it's just it was a freak accident and it could have happened like in the way that it was stated. And like yeah, it was mad, like literally it was so mad. But it's just the skill, and like literally the skill of like driving and vehicles and crashing, and like how they can just work everything out from like literally, even if it's like raining or shitty weather or bad conditions, like they can still figure it all out, and like they get every single piece, and like yeah. But yeah, that was sick. Another crazy experience was when I was in Ghana and a guy was arrested for weed, like having weed. Like I went on a train and like stumbled across him with weed. Like I'll never forget this. Like this is always going to be a crazy story. And like yeah, he just had like a fucking massive bag full of weed. And yeah, he got busted. And like yeah, it was just, oh mate, I was just mad. Like, I was so mad, like, because it wasn't like how it was here, like it's like if you get caught with weed over here, yeah, like the police will just come up to you and they'll be like, just read you all this bullshit and tell you all this stuff like you already know, and it's just like they don't care, like they don't give a shit, like they don't give a shit, like it's not a big deal. Like weed, like they'll just be like, oh, like have you got anything on you, like I'm gonna search you, is there anything in your pockets you shouldn't have, and all this bullshit, yeah. Like whereas over there, like they saw the guy, like I saw him first, and then the police officer was behind me, but he was like way down the train, he was walking up, and no, I saw him and like with all his weed, he was literally just bagging up and like cutting up. I was like, there's someone on the train, so they like coming down, and then he saw that there was the police officer there, so he obviously bolted, like he was gone, like he bolted down the tracks. And obviously you can run on the tracks because the train are run by a locomotive. It's not electricity running through the line, it's just an engine in the train. So you can run on the track. So he ran down the track and then hopped through the coupling of the train and then went down towards the village. And obviously they were like running after him and they caught him and like he was like shouting, but it's just like loads of shouting. It's just like just shouting, just like, and it's a combination of Tree, which is local language in Ghana, and English, and like they was just shouting so much. There was just, oh mate, like, oh. And then when they finally caught him, yeah, like everyone, like obviously everyone gathers round. It's not like over here where like the police come involved and like everyone just stares and they don't do anything. Like, yeah, they might shout and abuse, but they don't do anything. Like everyone just, oh, I'm gonna record you, this is out of order, you can't do this. Like there's none of that. Like everyone just stops and they just stare, and like it's the police versus the mob. Literally it's the mob. And basically like in the community, like if the police are doing something wrong, then the community will go after the police. Like it's not like over here where nothing can happen. Like the police will just arrest someone and no one does anything. Like, yeah, you might get people that protest, but no one actually does anything. Like nobody, they just stand by and watch. Whereas over there, they'll actively pull police officers like off of people and like actually free people, like a whole mob, like the whole entire mob, like the whole community, like they all, like the community, like if the community don't agree, then the community don't agree. It's not like over here where if the community don't agree, then they just say fuck you and they take someone anyway. Like it just doesn't work. Like it doesn't work. Like it doesn't actually work. So like anyway, they taken this guy. Fortunately, like obviously they had the massive bag of weed. Like they had like, so what could anyone say? Like there's a fuck off bag of weed, mate. Literally, and like they literally, as I say, they just grabbed it. Like in this, like this, when they caught him, there was like beating him a little bit. Like literally, there was like proper shouting at him, just like in Tree and in English, like combination of both. And he was just like sketched the fuck out. Like he was just tripping. Like he was like, oh, what the fuck? Like he was scared. Like he was so scared because like you would be. It's not like here. You would be scared. Like you would be 100% scared. Like I was scared for him. So anyway, we walked back to the police station, which was like, I don't know, 20-minute walk. But mate, I literally, as I say, they literally frog marched him back in cuffs, like one arm on one of his arms and his the other hand with the bag of weed, and they just walked him back to the police station, and that was that. But again, the crazy experience, crazy experience. Another crazy experience is like the driving. Like driving over there is just like really quick pace. Like it's like India and places like that where it's like really quick pace, like really quick pace of driving. Like it's just really quick pace. I like it though. I like it because it's just like it's just more freedom to drive. Like literally. Another crazy thing is like when I was in Ghana, like going to like the embassy, like working at the embassy, the High Commission. And I went to a garden party with Princess Anne. That was pretty crazy. Because like, I don't know, it's weird, like, we're all the same. And then like, when you've got royal in front of you, a royal person, royal, like, it's weird because like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's just weird, like literally, and the security was mad. Like literally, I like security, but it was just mad. Like it was so mad. Like literally, it was so mad. But yeah, talking to a member of the royal family, it's a bit like, what's going on? But I didn't smoke weed as well. Like I didn't smoke weed then. Like, it was well weird. But it's pretty sick though, because they literally just shut down the road. Just bare police officers with AK-47, mate. And you got local police as well, from London, like Met Police, Royal Protection Group, that travelled. And yeah, that was mad. I enjoyed myself though. But that's all of the questions, like literally. That is it. But I will be going live more. But it's just my connection. If you have any more questions, then let me know. Or a certain situation. But you need to be more specific to prompt me. Because I can't really think of anything. Like, it's well hard now, actually. It's well hard. Like, literally, it's well hard to think of actual things. But yeah, they're the things that I can think of that stand out in my mind. Anyway, stay blessed, stay lean, and peace.